I can't sell this for anything, man. I've dropped my price to $100. I can't even sell a $500 gecko for $100. All right, guys, so check it out. I am here with my buddy right here, Matt. All right, now let me tell you something about Matt. Matt not only has some of the hands down best chihuahuas at this show, but I honestly got to say he has the best leechies at this show as well. But I do love New Caledonian geckos, and I'm an addict to these guys. I love these guys. I can't be without a New Caledonian gecko ever, whatsoever. And this leechie right here that he bred is one not only colorful and just covered in pattern, but absolutely stunning. And on top of that, he has a Pine Island Chihuahua with the white collar on it, the white tail, the white blotching all over it. I mean, great examples of what we can do in captivity with New Caledonian geckos, right?
Sure, yeah.
And then on top of that, to display them.
Yeah.
Let's get into the display. Let's get into the display.
I designed these end caps, I call them the elevated display racks. I have 3 different versions. This is the assorted version where we have the large cups, the small cups, and the tall cups. We also have over here one that's just all large cups. And then we have another one which I don't have in displays, which is all small cups. They all assemble quickly, disassemble quickly. They fit into a small, into a wide box, a flat box. It's ready to go. I 3D print the end caps and then manufacture everything. It's on my website, marvelmorphs.com. There's a reptile shop there as well as a supply shop, which I'm gonna populate with other supplies as well. But man, you know, we're starting off. I put this on Instagram. It's getting a lot of hits. I thank you for everyone who's supporting. But I see it as a solution to display your geckos at a higher level, more towards the eye level, so that people don't have to bend down. Also, we put these in these deli cups at our shop when we bring them to the shows. And then if you get those other ones with the lock and key with the box, you got to take them out, put them in the box, and then when the customer wants it, you got to take them out of the box, put them back in here. Or at the end of the show, you got to put them back in here and take it home. It's too many steps.
As a breeder, I want your opinion. I value your opinion on this as well. What do you think is going on with the New Caledonian market? You have 2 sides of the story right now. You have 3 sides. You have people that say it's getting better and better. You know, we're able to sell things for more. Let's be honest. We breed to sell. I don't like. I hate the comment that people make of, oh, you're a breeder for money. Absolutely. Doesn't mean I'm not passionate about what I do, but I definitely breed for money. It's a business at the end of the day, and there's nothing wrong with that. Tell me different, and I already don't like you. But check it out. You breed for money, okay? Is it a passion? You have to be passionate about this. It shows if you're not. It really shows. Now, there's 3 stories to that. What I just said is, there's people saying the prices are getting better. There's people who are saying it hasn't changed. And there's people who are like, I can't sell this for anything, man. I've dropped my price to $100. I can't even sell a $500 gecko for $100. What do you think's going on? Because I'll be honest, my opinion, it's getting better. I think for me, it's getting better and better. The more my generations go and the better I'm able to produce whatever line I'm working on. You know, my pink Korean line, it's only been getting better and better. They sell for more and more and more. I don't see a decline in it. What do you think?
Yeah, it's, well, with the certain lines, there's always the ebbs and flows. And I agree with you with your first comment, your first question about how's the market, how hard is it to sell. It's gonna go up, it's gonna go down, and when you see more vendors and you see more collectors come into play, it's just showing how popular it is. But then at the same time, a lot of those collectors, unfortunately, are gonna have, you know, good experience and bad experiences, and it's gonna saturate the market and it's gonna flatten it out at the same time over time. So it is something that we deal with, but as collectors, you know, I think with New Caledonian geckos, the community is really what's key.
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
because when you see someone that's having a hard time, it's like we're willing to give more advice.
Yeah.
I was willing to give more advice, and because when I started, I got a lot of advice and made a lot of friends. And then I see new breeders take off,
Yeah.
and I see, you know, and then some people who need more help at the same time. It's like we all will do. It's almost like we're in it together.
You have to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't work if you're not. I mean, communication is key, again, even in a community aspect of it. And one thing I tell people, a lot of people, is you can be new to the geckos. Doesn't matter. You'll build your name over time. The name comes with how long have you been doing it? What are you doing? Do you have something absolutely special that pops out? You know, some beautiful stuff, right? You don't have to be in it for long. But you don't have to drop your price because you haven't been in it for long. So go look at what everyone else is selling it for and see if they're selling. Not if it's priced at that, if they're selling. Because I can tell you, you know, I just helped one of my buddies out today. He has some gargoyles that are absolutely gorgeous for $300. And I told him, dude, I'm selling these for $900 each still. And he's like, they're just not selling for me. I'm like, look, it's not being bought right now, but it will sell. If you're pricing it too low, the first thing that goes to my mind is what's wrong with it? Why is such a beautiful animal that I know is $1,200 everywhere else, $900 everywhere else, $200-300?
Right.
It almost puts a negative connotation being too low, right?
Yeah.
And then being too high, where you better have something to back up that really, really high over marketed price, right? But you can be in a certain range where you can healthily compete with people,
Yeah.
but you're not dropping your own market value.
Yeah.
You're not devaluing the animal. And at the same time, you're not going to make anyone upset that you're completely destroying a market value, right? So that's where I'm at with it. And maybe that's my business degree talking, but that's how I feel about, you know, any geckos. You know, there's no reason I can sell a Cresty for, you know, lily whites. People say they're not selling for $1,000, or you can sell a Cresty, a lily white, for $1,000 plus still, right?
Yep. Got a lily over here for $1,000. I got some for $250. Babies, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like the price. Exactly to what your point was. Is the price. There's a level of what the price is for the gecko, of what that morph is, and then there's the price and the value of your brand, because of who you are, how trustworthy you are to the customer, how trusting you can be to the customer of how healthy your geckos are. That's huge.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I got customers saying I got the most beautiful stuff, and you got all your tails. I go to other vendors and there's not a lot of tails,
Right.
and it's like that's dealing with the care, and that helps with your brand,
Yes.
and your brand helps bring the price up as well because of the trustworthiness of SV reptiles, you know, and
Or Marble morphs.
For sure.
Exactly. I mean, again, you put two geckos right by each other, $900 each, let's say, right? You put two breeders. One that shows his care, shows his cages, shows his animals all the time, very open about it. And you have one that's a little bit hidden about all that, never posts about their care, never posts about their cage, and they could be doing everything exactly the same. Who are you going to trust? I mean, use social media to your advantage. Post those things. You know, have that proof where you can pull up your phone. I know I can ask him, hey, show me a picture of how you keep these. Guarantee you'll pull up a picture of his Exoterras, you know, whatever cage, PBC, whatever cage he has one of these in, because he has a lot of I feel like all of us New Caledonia keepers have like no specific brand of cages.
Well,
like, I feel like we're all over the place with.
I used to. I converted all to Zoom Ed before all
Okay.
the
So
PVC.
there you go. So there you go. So
Just to keep it, I like it all consistent and compact. It's all on one wall. I like it clean, man.
Mixed up. I have Exoterra. I have Zoom Ed. I have PVC. I have like the glass cages that are. Oh my god, I forgot the brand, but I'm like all over the place. I'm more size consistency than brand consistency. But either way, like back to I can go off track. Gecko, I love gecko people, man. Guys, like I said, Adler behind the camera has called me out on this many times. You put a gecko in front of me, I don't know why they put a bigger smile on my face than any snake, and I love snakes. I love all reptiles. You guys see, I breed 19 species, but geckos, no matter what, just they do something to you, man. They do, and you see something like this, man. I mean, man, dude.
Well, so yeah, I love this, and this is kind of the pinnacle of what my goal was. And then back to your earlier point, when you start breeding, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. You get what you can afford. And if you want to build a business, my goal was to just build it upon everything that I invent. It's like I breed, I sell, I make a little money, and then grow.
Yep.
And then just put it back in, and over again. And then over 10 years, I have what I have.
And it takes
Here.
time.
It takes time.
Not everyone. You don't have to have the money to jump into this right away. Some people are able to, some people are not. And there's nothing wrong with that. But one thing you can always do is have a plan. That's all you need is a plan. You don't need $1 million, I promise you. Was I fortunate with what I got into it with? Yes. But I didn't have $1 million to get into this stuff. There's still projects I want to get into like this, you know, that I just got into with Ted. It took me, I've known Ted for what, 7-8 years. It's taken me that long to pull a trigger on geckos that are about to cost me a little over $10,000, you know, alone. And you know, I've said this at show time and time and time again. There's no rush into this whatsoever, guys. You can get into it and just have a plan, have a goal in mind, and you can get there. It took you 10 years to get to something like this, right?
Well, yeah.
You know, exactly. And you didn't start out with something red.
Start out with something like this.
I'm sure you had to start out with, you know, something with a little bit of red.
Yeah.
And then you breed the red back. And you know, another thing I say is, and I'm sure you can attest to this. If you're going to get into this, every dollar you make, you're going to spend $2 on the next animal, almost guaranteed. So if you're in this to make a mad amount of money and you're actually addicted to it or really in love with this, good luck making money, because you're going to see the next great thing that you can breed it to. And after you do kind of build up some revenue and some good money,
it comes back eventually.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
You know, I catch myself time and time again, man, where I'm like, I have $10,000 now. Can I pay myself? Yeah, but that gecko's real nice. So I'm like, and that would go good with this project. Boom, new project. So I love this guy. If you guys are at any shows, this man is all over every show in California. You do other shows outside of California as well, right?
Yeah, starting to.
Okay, starting to.
Go to Northern California, gonna go to like Vegas.
I gotta see you at Tinley.
Yeah.
I think you would do.
Maybe we'll fly together.
By all means, I'm always there. Adler and I are always there. Dude, it would be awesome to see you at Tinley NARBC, honestly. So if you guys ever want to like talk to him about just anything with geckos, I know he's willing to help. I'm willing to help. Stop me if you want, you know. A lot of us are pretty nice if you just ask us a question. We're not going to shoot you down. We're not going to knock you down, 100%. So I didn't even notice. Look at that. He has a leech. This is awesome, Matt, dude. I freaking love you, man. Honestly, thank you so much, bro. Thank you for letting me hold that beautiful gecko. All right, guys. So continuing this on, I thought we were going to be done. I'm not going to lie. I stayed here. I sat here. I stared at these two leechies. You guys know I'm an addict. I have an issue. I have an issue with New Caledonian geckos. Help me out, someone. Get me in rehab. No, I'm joking. Okay, check it.
Get the island tattooed right there on your neck.
Oh my God, I should get the island tattooed.
Yeah, you should.
Like I told you guys, you can't resist a really good gecko, and I was really trying not to get anything here, y'all. But you can't, okay? And when it comes to someone who's been breeding for so long, and you end up getting stuff like this right here, you can't say no. So Matt just blessed me with this beautiful gecko right here. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, $2,700 for this gecko. I hate to be like this. I'd charge $3,500 for something like this. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous GT Pine Island cross. New Ami as well, right?
Right.
This is what you would consider a snowflake. Leachianus gecko, where it is just covered in white, covered in color like this. This is a beautiful, beautiful Leachianus gecko right here. This is one where I don't care if it's male or female. This is just a beautiful leechie. I had to get this from him. You guys know I'm not just blowing steam or talking out of, you know, he's my friend. I'm so serious when I say he has gorgeous animals to the point where I can't even resist seeing something this beautiful and being able to get something like this. And I'm blown away by this thing, dude. I am blown away by this beautiful little Leachianus right here. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous leechie right here.
It's gonna be that snowflake.
Matt.
Bro.
Freaking love you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, dude, because you're killing it.
Thank you.
This is just wow. This is wow. Guys, I can't stress it enough. Go check him out, guys. Go check him out. I mean, go check him out. This is amazing. New Caledonian geckos for the win, man. New Caledonian geckos for the win.
Yep.
Can't beat it.
I can't complain. I can't say anything else.
Dude, I can't complain. Matt, again, dude, I know I keep like shaking your head. I'd freaking hug you if you weren't on the other side of the table, bro. Love you. I'm gonna catch you, bro. Again, guys, go check him out.
Thanks, John.
Go ask him a question. Go look at his geckos. You're on Morph Market?
Yep.
Go to Morph Market. Go buy one. Go make sure you get one of his display cases. I mean, guys, come on. Boom. Pause the channel. Screenshot it. Go on the QR code right there. Go to Marvel Morphs. Get yourself a Marvel Morph like this. Catch you guys in a bit.